Oh, these carrots are divine. You get a dozen for a dime. It's magic. I can't sing it loud. I'll wake everybody up. But let's see what we can fuck with next. Good morning. He said wartime. What do you niggas think y'all doing? Hold on. Y'all let me know if I start buffering. I'm gonna probably walk away from the Wi-Fi real quick. I'm trying to get a glimpse of the Kizon though. Let y'all get a glimpse of the Kizon though. This is the veranda. When Biggie was like, smoking blunts on the veranda with Amanda. She's filling your head with he said, she said. This is the veranda. Vainglorious. All right. We gotta get this shit started. We gotta get this shit started. Right? Let's get it started. Yeah, it's windy. I had to go back indoors. We good? All right. We about to party. We about to pizzarty. Shall we begin? Hey, yo. Good morning. Dribblers, good morning. He said, Maine took the bait. That's what I'm here for, baby Bob. That's what I'm here. That's what I'm here for, man. I got caught up last night. I couldn't wait for y'all to get up. We got to have a party. Now, what do you niggas think y'all doing? Y'all not about to get all this money without me. I'm getting in this shit. I'm getting in this shit. Man, Jermaine Champagne. You let him get under your skin, man. You let him get under your skin. He said, bruh, yeah. Man, you niggas ain't about to run off to the bank this month without me. I'm getting in this shit. I don't care. Now, let's take this shit from the top. Thank you. That was some sahur this morning. All right. Thank you. He said you gotta watch that Suge Knight interview. Let's get this shit started. Y'all ready? So, Jermaine Champagne. Jermaine. I watched your live stream last night, and for a very long time, you always referred to Hassan as these niggas. You was always saying these niggas. You know what I'm saying? You kept saying these niggas. Before I get going, I just have to say this. Stop saying YouTube niggas. Stop saying YouTube niggas, especially you. And that goes for everybody. I don't understand how you guys get on YouTube and get to saying these YouTube niggas. YouTube is the biggest platform online. YouTube is the biggest platform online. Look, YouTube is the top dog. Bigger than Snapchat, bigger than TikTok, bigger than Instagram. YouTube employs more Negroes than anybody. YouTube is the big show. Don't nothing go down without YouTube. Nothing. Nothing goes down without YouTube. So y'all need to stop saying that when y'all get on YouTube. Yeah, man, I ain't a YouTube nigga. You are a YouTube nigga. All your content go to YouTube. Your music videos go to YouTube. Your Angela Yee episodes go to YouTube. You are, in fact, a YouTube nigga. And you know what? Everybody wants to be a YouTube nigga. As a matter of fact, you got niggas doing any and everything to be a YouTube nigga. Niggas is dying to be a part of this shit, right? So I listened to your interview last night on your channel, Jermaine, and I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it clean too. I ain't gonna lie. I never seen you so transparent and vulnerable. I never seen you so vulnerable. You actually looked it a little bit awkward trying to battle it out with Hassan on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You actually looked it a little bit vulnerable and transparent, man. And I never seen you like this. I've never seen you like this. I never seen Maino like this before. Never. Out of all the things that Hassan has said about you and about Jim Jones, this one right here, it got to you. It got under your skin. And I wasn't gonna say nothing to nobody about nothing. But I was laughing behind closed doors. I was just laughing, and, kikiing to myself. Hassan took a shot at me a couple of weeks ago. He made a video and he said that we be trying to take his style by wearing coats on live streams or some shit. And he goes on and on talking about this damn Pelly jacket that he got. He keep talking about it. And I said to myself, I'm not replying to that goofy ass nigga, man. I'm done fucking with him, period. That nigga got mental problems. You dig what I'm saying? That nigga got mental problems. I'm like, I'm not saying nothing to that nigga. Whatever he want to say about me, go ahead. I'm not replying to this goofball ass nigga, right? So, Hassan, I believe, and I agree with Maino when Maino says Hassan is attracted to Maino. Hassan is attracted to Maino. Hassan is probably sexually attracted to Maino, for real. There's no reason why unjustly a man would give another man such attention. You dig? I'm serious. Hassan want to take Maino down. He want to do the thing with Maino. He likes you. He likes you, and he wants you. Yeah, I agree with you, man. Hassan is attracted to Maino. And I was listening to Maino, his presentation last night, and something that I never knew. And I don't know if y'all knew this either. Did y'all know that Hassan was molested before Africa Bambaataa got to him? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? I need answers, man. In order for this to go right, I need answers. Did y'all know that Hassan was molested before Africa Bambaataa got to him? He said, yeah, we been through that. I didn't know that. If I would have known that, I wouldn't have never been like making jokes on that nigga. You know why? Because he's really damaged goods. He's really fucked up. He's really fucked up in the head. He is. He's really fucked up. There's no reason to take on someone who's been through that type of trauma as a combatant. As a combatant. And I believe Maino looks at him the same way. But Hassan did something to get under Maino's skin. Y'all know what he did to get under Maino's skin, right? Y'all know what he did to get under Maino's skin? Do y'all know what he did? He said Mano spoke like a king, though. He said the stage joke. Bingo. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I seen that video, right? It's windy out here. I gotta go inside. I seen that video of that performance that cut his soul. That cut that cut deep into his soul. That really, really hurt Maine. It did. He said it's belittling. That really, really hurt him. That reached him. Out of everything Hassan has ever said to him, that really, really reached him. He said, when was the performance? I guess maybe like a week ago or something. But did y'all see the video? Did y'all see the video? He said he cut him low with that one. Man, that was hard to watch. That was hard to watch. Me, I'm a hustler, and I respect hustlers universally. Mano was paid to get up there and perform. Somebody thought he was worthy of being on stage, and somebody paid him. Somebody paid him to be there. So, in all actuality, the joke really ain't on Mano. He got paid to be there. But the video is evidence. The video is evidence that his hip hop career, his music career, drastically needs a set of jumper cables. Oh my God. I've made jokes about Mano and his music in the past, and often I was being sarcastic. Every now and then he'll do something that's official. I won't lie. Every now and then he'll put out a song that I fuck with it. Like he did this music video when he was talking about a girl, I believe. He was sitting on the floor. This came out like a year ago. He was rapping about a girl, I believe. Whatever the case, this joint was all right. I was like, okay, money, I see. You dig? His Biggie Smalls challenge is on this channel. I uploaded it to this channel many, many years ago. And I thought, okay, money, I see you. The Lobby Boy shit, I never even listened to that shit. I was just bashing that shit just cause. I never listened to that shit. I had no interest in it. But I've often, in regards to the art of war, I was being sarcastic. Whenever I've said, yo, your music is trash, your career is over, I was being sarcastic. I admit that. When I seen that video, I was like, oh my God, that video, that video rubbed me a certain way. I said, damn, I ain't seen no shit like that, I don't think, in a long time. I haven't. I haven't seen a crowd that was so not interested. It was almost like, was he opening up for somebody? Was somebody coming behind him? He said, "Where's the video?" It's on Hassan Campbell's page. Was somebody coming behind him? Was he opening up for somebody that day or something like that? He said he probably was the opener. He said, Big Sean, I need somebody. I think it was for Jim. He said, was Jim there? I didn't see Jim there. I just seen Maino on the stage with a bunch of guys. The niggas on the stage was dead and disinterested. Man, you need to get rid of them niggas. Them niggas not with you, fam. They just along for the ride. Them niggas weren't up there supporting you. in the crowd. He said that was a Jimmy show. I didn't see Jim there. That was really bad. If I was Maino, I would probably, whenever I had a show, I mean this, I would bring Lucky Dawn. I would bring Lucky Dawn and perform the songs that he and Lucky Dawn have together. I would bring Lucky Dawn and do them joints. Luck got some good songs with Maino. I would do those, but going up there by himself, damn. What city was that in? He said nobody on or off the stage is moving. Jim may not have arrived yet. What city was that in? It was in New York? That was in New York? The Bronx, Brooklyn. Man, what borough that was in? It was in New York. Damn, 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 damn. If he dead like that in New York, man, he probably should pack it up. But I gotta get back to my initial mission this morning. Jermaine. You let him get under your skin. You did. And he pulled you out here into the algorithm. And I like to believe you kind of judge a man based on who his adversaries are and shit. Yeah, I believe you could judge the magnitude of a man by who his adversaries are. Hassan played you, homie. He played you. He played you. He played you. He played you. I believe he probably is sexually attracted to you, but he played you. And if you are the person that you say you are, if you really believe in yourself and believe the shit that come out your mouth, you wouldn't have responded to him. You've never directly responded to him. You would always say, YouTube niggas or these niggas. And sometimes people thought you was talking about me. And sometimes people felt that you was talking about Hassan and shit. For the most part, you probably was talking about Hassan. He played you. He played you. And when I see somebody like Hassan, I see definitely a nigga who's never had anything. If you watch Hassan's videos, Hassan get dressed up every video. He kind of remind me of Gene Deal. Gene Deal and Hassan, they're both living out maybe a fantasy they had. Like when you see Gene Deal now, he got on baseball jerseys and fitted hats and shit like that. He got on a little chain and shit like that. These niggas was dying for that moment. When you see Hassan and he got on a Pelly jacket and he got on those chains and shit like that, you're looking at a nigga who never ever had anything. And he really think he be killing shit. He really think he be killing shit. And that's the reason he gets online and puts on this goofy performance. And I agree with Maino in regards to y'all contribute to a lot of the shit that he does. I know y'all be tuning in for laughs. Maino said it on his video. Y'all the reason, and I agree with that. Y'all are the reason. Y'all tune in to see him. I don't know what's y'all attraction to it, but y'all tune in to see him just talk about people. At no point has Hassan ever said, you know what, since I've been molested before Africa Bambaataa and by Africa Bambaataa, like I've been molested most of my life, I'm gonna use my platform to create some type of awareness or help people understand the traumas associated with sexual molestation. That's not what he does. That's not what he does. Hassan gets online and talk about niggas. He talk about niggas, and he talk about niggas who are actually accomplished. Actually accomplished. No matter what somebody wants to say about Maino and his music, he did 10 years and he came home and he made something of himself. He's traveled the world. He's earned money. He's been in movies. That's something to applaud. And somebody like Hassan has no room to critique or attack that at all, under no circumstances. But y'all tune in and y'all, he be saying shit like pointing guns and off with his head and all this goofy shit. And y'all tune into that shit. Y'all laugh and y'all tune into that shit. And it's kind of disturbing. You know why? Because this dude is a victim. He's a victim. And he like to talk about, yeah, I went to jail for a body. You ain't popped nobody that was finger popping you, nigga. You ain't popped nobody that was sexually assaulting you or nothing like that. You ain't get your lick back, goofy. And he thinks that shit is like hip or something, or it makes him live or something. Seriously, he think that shit that he be saying out of his mouth is thorough or some shit. And we've watched him on camera, drunk. We watched him on camera with the Blade, Derek. That was a very, very strange encounter that he had with that dude, Derek. They sound like lovers. Like, I'm not being sarcastic right now, and I'm not exaggerating right now. He sounded like somebody that was in a Blade spat on camera, and he filmed it and shit. Hassan got mental problems, for real. Hassan has mental problems, and he's not to be taken seriously at all. And that's why when he says something about us taking me taking his style, and when he was speaking about style, he was talking about fashion and shit like that. I'm like, this motherfucker is crazy. This nigga is crazy. Nobody ever called you fly, man. You be showing off that little ass remote control Benz and shit. This dude is really, really disturbed. He's really disturbed. And when y'all tune into him, y'all watching somebody that's disturbed. I never knew that he was molested before Africa Bambaataa. He been getting fucked on like most of his life and shit. And he is a victim of Stockholm syndrome. That's when you be like attracted to your oppressor and shit. That's how he went and took the picture with Africa Bambaataa as an adult. Like, Hassan is fucked up in the head bad. And y'all tune into him. And Maino let him play him to the point that he made videos. Maino went back and forth with Hassan for like the last 3 days, put out videos, a live stream with a therapist and shit, trying to combat Hassan. He was trying to get Hassan up off of him. He said, man, enough is enough. Out of all of the shit that Hassan has ever did to him, nothing reached him until he showed him the video of his performance. And I seen that video, and I wasn't going to say anything about it at all. I wasn't going to say it's Ramadan, and I just wasn't going to say anything about it. It don't behoove me to continue to have a little, thing with Maino and shit like that. But I laughed about it like a motherfucker, but I didn't know that shit would hurt him like that. When you go to Maino's YouTube channel and see that video that he did, that's not the menacing Maino. That's not the menacing Maino. He's almost like confused and shit. Like he said he's trying to cyberbully me. He said this Hassan was cyberbullying him. Who would have thought that this big bad nigga who was punching on little C's and slapping little Berg and choking motherfuckers, how do you start acting like a victim? Yo, yo, that really hurt him. That really hurt him. He almost was awkward trying to. He didn't have no all of that. It was gone. Like he didn't. He he just couldn't take it anymore. He couldn't take it anymore. He couldn't eat that shit no more. He couldn't. He couldn't. He could have easily said, "Yo." Everything that he said on that live stream, he knew before he got on there. He could have said to himself, "This nigga's a blade. This nigga been molested. I'm a real nigga. I'm the king of Brooklyn. I had Maino Day with 2,000 people, streets blocked off, social services on deck. He knew that before he got on live, but you know what? That video of him jumping up and down on stage performing them songs and wasn't nobody saying anything, that shit hurt him. It hurt him really, really bad. It did. It did. And I just had to get on here. He said he fought Big Sean. Yeah, Bunky has said he has a list. He has a list of victims that he assaulted and shit. He rolled on Tragedy Gaddafi. He got a list. But who would have known that a video would be his kryptonite? That nigga is really hurt about that shit. He's really hurt about that shit. He a YouTube nigga now. Everything that he said he's not, you are. And I'm tired of you niggas doing that. First thing come out y'all mind, I ain't no YouTube nigga. I ain't no YouTube nigga. And then get to performing and running off at the mouth on YouTube and shit. It confuses the fuck out of me. It does. It really, really confuses me. But Mano, you was doing good. You was doing good. You was doing good when you put out the Instagram video, you're live on Instagram, you was like, yo, a fuck doll. You said a fuck doll couldn't move me or couldn't. You said something about a fuck doll. You was winning because you didn't say his name. Everybody knew who you was talking about, but that was enough. That was enough. You couldn't just let it go. You couldn't just let it go. You know why? You know why? That video hurt. That video hurt. It does. And this is something that I believe that Mano is suffering from. Mano be around Jim Jones, and he watches Jim do what Jim do, continue to perform, embraced by the youth, you know, the younger rappers, embraced by him, putting out content, still shaking. Everybody don't got it like that, but he's standing close to that. He watching Jim do it, and he like, shit, I can do it too. Maybe he's influenced, or maybe he's motivated. He said, I could do it too. But you won't see Jim Jones shows like that. You won't. You won't. Some people need to park it and shit. I didn't understand the part when he said he was not a YouTube nigga because he had Kitchen Talk. You were a YouTube nigga. You had your own podcast. It was called Kitchen Talk. That shit didn't work out. You on Angela Yee joint right now. And you got on your live stream last night and did almost an hour-long video about Hassan Campbell. There's nothing wrong with YouTube. All the failed rappers rely on YouTube. All the failed rappers, all the rappers that's ice cold, they on podcasts and shit like that. You can't name me one rapper that was cooking to turn to podcasting. Every last one of them that went to podcasting, they had to. They had to. They didn't have no other choice. And Mace is dropping an album soon. When that shit drop, y'all gonna understand why he's a podcaster. Y'all is. Y'all gonna understand why he's a podcaster. And Tequila, yeah, Jim got a catalog. Maino don't got a catalog. So that that video was of him opening up a show. He said, "Who would have knew a video was his kryptonite?" Yeah, yeah. He said, "Do Joe Budden count?" Joe Budden rap his ass off, but he rap his ass off in a freestyle setting. Joe Budden don't got no music videos all like that people can say, "Yo, I'm about to go turn on that Joe Budden." You want to watch Pump It Up? Pump, pump, pump. Niggas said, man, this podcast and shit is a life preserver. So that's why you see so many of them doing it. Yeah, but I just had to point out the obvious. I had to point out the obvious. He set a bear trap for you, man. He did. And you did a video with Whack 100. I mean, with Vlad TV about Whack 100. And Whack was explaining to you how the YouTube shit works. He was explaining it to you. And then you turn around and you fell for Hassan's bear trap. Hassan gonna get on today. Hassan gonna put on them 2 chains today. He gonna put on some glasses. He gonna put on a fitted hat from Fordham Road. He gonna put on an outfit from Fordham Road. And he's gonna get on live and pretend to be thorough in front of all of y'all. He's gonna talk about alpha males in front of all y'all. He is. And guess what? You can't beat a person like Hassan at this. You know why? He's taking dick. You can't. What could you do to demoralize a guy who's taking a dick? What could you do? You can't say nothing out your mouth. You can't do nothing. You can hit him with a bat. You can shoot him. You can do whatever you want to him. But ain't nothing more demoralizing than taking a dick. So he's just gonna say whatever the fuck he want. Like nobody can beat him at this. You know what I'm saying? Talk about having tough skin. He's covered in semen. Oh my God. He's covered in semen. You can't beat no nigga like that. Not with insults. The worst thing imaginable has already been done to him. And this isn't the part of my video where I ridicule people who've been molested. That's a very, very awful thing. And it's not to be joked about. If you follow me on Instagram, you see I posted a video of Desi Banks. He making content with Fleece Johnson. Very, very rotten thing to do. Shouldn't be making molestation and rapes and shit like that. Sodomy. That's nothing to joke about at all. So just remember that when you're trying to go back and forth with somebody like Hassan Campbell. He's gonna say anything. He's gonna say anything. And you really can't rebuttal it because he's already been to the depths of sodomy. You know what I mean? He's been to Sodom and Gomorrah. He's lived that shit. So it's nothing you can do. Boom, boom, boom. Anyway, he said people have sympathy for his son. I don't understand how people can have sympathy for him. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. He just talk a little too much. He just say a little bit too much. And he just can't pass criticism on anybody. He can't ridicule anybody. And the only reason that he continued to do it is because y'all continue to tune in and shit. But Hassan got very, very severe mental problems. He do. Just listen to him. Didn't you hear him? He said when he seen Maino's video at that show. He said, I almost threw my Pelly jacket. Man, we get it. We get it. You got a leather. You got your first leather. We get it. We get it. We get it. And y'all are an audience to this madness. We get it. You got your first Pelly jacket. We get it. You got some cheap jewelry that don't shine. You starter kit. You got that little ass Benz. In your mind, you think that you're equal to niggas that use their talent to get to where they at and shit. It's crazy. That's crazy. But just pay attention to him. Pay attention. Well, y'all shouldn't pay attention to him. Y'all shouldn't even watch him, but just pay attention to him. He's fucked up in the head. He is. He is. I think dudes that interview that dude Fleece like hearing those stories. Desperate. Self-destruction is interesting. A mental health disorder is something people want to see. Y'all did it. Y'all did it. Y'all did it. I never knew that he was molested prior to Africa Bambaataa, though. He's had a real rough ride. I never knew that. Had I known that, I probably wouldn't have never said anything to him at all. At all. Straight up. He said basic model bands. Yeah, that little ass girly bands and shit. He be showing it on camera, and he's just a mess, man. He's a mess. He's a mess. I ain't never seen nothing like it. And I'm really, really shocked that, let me go out here. I'm really shocked that Maine let him play him out of pocket like that. Really, really a shame. What's up?
Good morning, good morning.
It's still resistance bands.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Good morning.
Get that extra.
Let me see.
Here you go.
I might have to do something with these. My shit dry right now, man. A little shea butter, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You can tell that he never had anything before. Nah, a lot of dudes that you see that's in entertainment, they was regular Joes before this. They probably had somebody in their crew that was getting money or something like that. The dudes that was touching money, we know about them. Cormega is one of them. A couple of them niggas from Wu-Tang is one of them. Some of them Queensbridge niggas was getting money. Herb McGruff was getting money. We know the guys that was getting paper and shit. But everybody else, they be rapping about a fantasy and shit. They be living out a fantasy. You see it with a lot of these dudes and shit, like, you do. Dressing don't make you thorough and shit like that. Having a chain don't make you thorough. Having a watch don't make you thorough. But some of these guys, they self-esteem be tied up into that shit. You know what I'm saying? He should never had no notoriety, none of that. I'm ordering some bands today to get this shoulder back right. Go out here. This deck look like the wind has died down a little. Good morning to everybody that's in the chat. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get the notifications. He had a rough ride. Yeah, he did. He did. 50 was getting paper, right. Maino career is worse than you think. He made a porn video last month. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ray J did it. Ray J did it. Oh. Before Maino's video about Hassan, he put one of his music videos at the beginning. That wasn't right. That wasn't right. That wasn't right. He put one of his music videos at the beginning of that live stream about Hassan that wasn't right. That wasn't right. It didn't say nothing about a music video. It said that you was gonna deal with Hassan Campbell and you snuck the music video in there. Just like Math Pop or Math be doing that shit too. Niggas gonna make you watch they shit. Oh shit. Yeah, man, y'all need to stop that. You should give people the option, man. Like, if a person wants to sincerely support your music or watch it, then let them do that, man. But don't be slide that shit in like that, man. Like, I respect your hustle, man. I guess I understand, but my advice to you, man, Jermaine, Mano, fuck with Lucky Don, man. Lucky Don got dope ass music, man. He got a dope aura, man. His energy thorough and shit, man. That's your man. He love you and shit, man. Like, you should fuck with Lucky Don, man. Like, you don't gotta be the right. You have rap success. You have rap success. The next element of you experiencing rap success is to help push Lucky Don into the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? You got 140,000 subscribers on YouTube or something like that. Push Lucky Don, my nigga. Because from the looks of that music video, from the looks of that show, if you ice cold like that in New York or the tri-state, you cooked. You cooked. Yeah, put somebody else on, man. That's what the dude from Chicago, I think his name was Little Bibby. He was rapping for a minute, and then he went on to the administrative aspect of the game, and that's where all the big money is at, administrative. He said Hot Hater was a hit in 2008. Pusha T was getting money too. Choke No Joke has like 3 videos. We'll likely see Maino with Mav soon. Boy, oh boy. It look even worse when Hassan has more subs and views than the rappers he beefing with. You know why? Because y'all go to see what the hell he talking about. And he's normally talking about shit that don't have nothing to do with him. He be talking about people who more successful than him. And he's never talking about or targeting the people that penetrated him. He don't be talking about Africa Bambaataa. He don't be talking about the molestation that happened to him and shit like that. He be worried about, Mano wasn't even bothering him. When he just up and posted that video of nobody, you know, vibing at the show and shit, Mano didn't ask for that. Mano wasn't bothering him at all and shit. He just did it for nothing. And he's made a career for himself doing shit like that. And for whatever reason, he liked Mano. And I really believe he really liked Mano. I really, truly believe Hassan is attracted to Mano. I do. I believe he's attracted to Mano sexually. Because it don't make no sense for a guy to keep going on and on and on and on and on and on and on with the Mano thing. Like, he has to be attracted to him on some level. If you know, if his music ain't no good and you don't approve of it, why do you keep talking about it? Why do you keep talking about it? He said, y'all can laugh, but why else would he do this? He attracted to him. He is. It shows you a lot about the people that continuously watch Hassan. I believe that most of the people on YouTube come from low vibrational content. And Hassan is probably the king of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't got no other talent. And he was never getting no money and shit. He done hustled him a Mercedes Benz and shit. He didn't get that on the block. He didn't get that out of a bitch. He didn't work for that. He sat on his ass and just talked about niggas, and y'all became an audience, and y'all even be super chatting him and shit like that. That's crazy. I don't like him because all he does is put people down. So why do y'all tune into him? Oh man, I'm where the sand is white and the water is blue. Something light. Just stop supporting him. But these niggas thought that they was gonna have this what do you call it? Conflict online, and I wasn't getting in it. Yes, I'm getting in it. Yes, I'm getting in it. Man, it's money on the floor. You probably asking yourself, now why is this nigga Gully TV speaking on this shit? It's money on the floor. It's money on the floor. He said, you hating. I'm not hating. I'm doing better than Maino and Hassan Campbell. Make sure you enjoy your trip. Enjoy your trip. He said, are you using an Obama phone? Nah, I'm on an iPhone. I'm just surrounded by water and shit. Excuse me. Excuse me for the opulence. Excuse me. Anyway, yo, man, hit the likes. It's almost 900 people here. We got to go into the next portion of this discussion. I have to point something out. Charleston White, if y'all seen that video, go out the front. If y'all seen that video that I posted of Charleston White running his mouth, and he's talking about Antoine Doolittle, his co-defendant. He says some very interesting things that will probably change some of y'all opinion on him, because a lot of y'all is in the comments saying, oh, he been said this, he been said that, right? Now, I want you to look at the perversion of what's going on here. That video that I posted last night, and he's talking about Antoine Doolittle, that's his co-defendant. He did an interview, and he said in plain English that he gave the murder weapon to Antoine Doolittle. He said he gave him the murder weapon, and Antoine killed somebody. If they was in Pennsylvania, Charleston White would be doing life. He would be doing life because he told them white folks that he passed him the murder weapon and he killed somebody. That's called an accessory to murder. You dig? And how he got out of that, I don't know. Probably, obviously, the prosecutor decided that Charleston White was the youngest, and we're going to spare him and send everybody else to prison and shit. So, yeah, I don't know how he escaped that, but it was because of his testimony. But, again, this is what make it all fucked up. He says, yeah, Antoine Doolittle, he not getting out of jail. He not remorseful for killing that white man. I don't think the victim's family feels sorry for him killing that white man. You gave him the gun. In the same conversation, he says that Antoine Doolittle wasn't my friend anyway. He said that. He said Antoine Doolittle wasn't my friend anyway. And a second later, he said, I remember I ran away one time and I was staying with Antoine Doolittle. And I said, damn, you ran away. You ran away. And Antoine gave you a place to stay. You ran away and Antoine gave you a place to stay. So that was your friend. That was your friend. It was. You said he wasn't your friend. That was your friend. He gave you a place to stay. And when y'all got in trouble, you told on him. They caught them niggas with 4 jackets and a fitted cap. It was 4 of them. That mean everybody involved was gonna get a jacket. Everybody involved was gonna get a jacket. So you went with them niggas to do a crime. You had a gun. Charleston, you had a gun. And when the white man came beating on the car, you gave Antoine Doolittle the gun. And he killed them and shit. And you told on him. And now you online bragging about it. And this is why everybody is in an uproar about that video. Because nobody knew exactly what he did. We only knew what he told us. Nobody knew exactly what he did. That video that was on the news in 1991 in Texas, that was the missing part of the puzzle. That was the missing part of the puzzle. And like I said in my previous live stream, this is why he's always been online saying, yo, I'll send a nigga to jail. I'll put a nigga in jail. I'll send a nigga to jail. You know why? Because he already did it. He already did it. He already put somebody in jail. And everybody in Fort Worth knew about Antoine Doolittle. We just didn't know about him. And he knew that the only way that he would be able to exist is if he act like, this is what I do. I tell on people. I tell on people. Yeah. He tried to basically, it was almost like a reverse psychology thing. He made jokes about, yeah, I put a nigga ass in jail. I put a nigga ass in jail. But he never told us that he put his friend in jail. He never said that to nobody. So that was just something by his own admission. He the one that gave the gun to Antoine Doolittle. He the one that gave the gun to Antoine Doolittle. He gave the gun to Antoine Doolittle, and then he told on him. He didn't even have to tell on him. He didn't even have to tell on him. If we do a crime together and something happens to somebody and don't nobody say nothing, guess what's gonna happen? Somebody's going home. Somebody's going home. If we do a crime and don't nobody say nothing, somebody's going home. You dig? Antoine Doolittle went to jail. Charleston White Toad went to jail. Everybody went to jail. Everybody went to jail. But if don't nobody say nothing, this is what it boils down to. Only one motherfucker in this car shot this man. Everybody, he said they were not going home. You crazy as a motherfucker. You crazy as a motherfucker. I didn't see anything. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. What was you doing? What was you doing with him? I was getting a ride. Where was you at when such and such got killed? I didn't see anything. I was asleep. You can't prove that I wasn't asleep. You dig? And you ain't gonna find my fingerprints on the murder weapon. You ain't gonna find no gunpowder on me and shit like that. You ain't gonna find no physical evidence that can tie me to this. And that's what I'm going to trial with. That's what I'm going to trial with. What you mean everybody wasn't going to? Man, somebody was going home. It was 91. It wasn't no cameras. You got the right to remain silent. People need to learn to say, I want to see my lawyer and go to sleep. He said a white man in Fort Worth in 91, they was not going home. 4 people didn't shoot a motherfucker. You can't put 4 fingers on the trigger. Somebody is going the fuck home. The fuck is you talking about? You gotta prove that shit. He said you talking about Hassan Campbell. They don't molest hard targets, like I said. Some people just got money. I don't understand what you mean by that. How did Charleston get away with saying he raped the old white lady? Charleston White ain't got good sense either. He don't. He's another guy who ain't got good sense that because of y'all being an audience to the madness, he became somebody. Straight like that. Y'all like this video. He said, go look at the history. Man, everybody's not going to jail, man. What is you talking about? You keep talking this crazy, dumb shit, man. Everybody's not going to jail. That's what they have fucking attorneys for. Everybody's not going to jail. One motherfucker killed this motherfucker. One person shot it. Who did it? Man, I don't know. I was asleep. I didn't do anything. And the rest of them niggas is going to tell you that I didn't do anything. Ain't none of them niggas going to tell you that I did anything. I was asleep. I ain't do shit. He said, got to go to trial. Exactly. Everybody was snitching at 14. Everybody wasn't snitching at 14. One motherfucker told. His name is Charleston White. The fuck is you talking about, man? Make it make sense. One motherfucker told. Everybody don't get no deal. Everybody don't get no deal. Nah. Whoever told first get the deal. The nigga who passed the gun, don't you know that this nigga had to do something extra to get out of that shit? He passed him a gun. That means he's an accessory to murder. He should be in prison too. If he was in Pennsylvania, his ass would be in prison too. They got some shit in Pennsylvania called the Fisher Bill. You can be 13, 14. If you kill a motherfucker, you go into adult prison. And they just a couple of years ago, they just stopped life sentences. It was 13, 14-year-olds in Pennsylvania doing natural life. Just a couple of years ago, they changed the laws and said that it was unconstitutional because a juvenile's brain ain't fully developed yet. They brought everybody that had a life sentence back to court and gave them numbers. I had like 5 homeboys who got brought back to court to be resentenced from life sentences. One of them, his name is Antonio Howard. He had did 30 years. He was a good model inmate for them 30 years. They turned him loose. They let him go. I got another homie named Michael Crosby. He was acting and showing his ass in the penitentiary the whole time that he had that life sentence at 15 or 16 years old. They took his life sentence back, brought him back to court, gave his ass 50 to 100 years. Dig? I'm surprised that wasn't capital murder. The public having a taste for weirdo shit is making these folks rich. So, it's almost 1,000 people here, man. Y'all like the video. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit more. Then I'm out of here, man. I'm about to go jog and work out and shit. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day out here. Wind is blowing a little bit. It's beautiful. It's crazy. Charleston originally was bragging about unaliving the guy just to find out he didn't do it and told, now I see why he was defending Pop Hunter from Philly so hard. Both told Young. When he first came online, he did say, I went to prison for murder. I went to prison for murder. He kept saying that. He did. I gotta show y'all something before I get up out of here. Let me know if this shit is buffering or not. He was saying he did it. That's how you know he's a plant. Yes, it's buffering. Is it bad? He said, show us that boy you with. You could never get a reaction from me for no shit like that. That ain't a part of the story. All right, I'm gonna get back. Because you can't take your eyes off the water when you get close to that shit. Motherfuckers will be there popped out. Motherfuckers will be there popped out with that bullshit. Can't take your eyes off the water, man. We seen the video footage. Oh, shit. Well, y'all subscribe to the channel, man. I'm about to do my push-ups. I already had sahur this morning. It's just day 17 of Ramadan. It's about to be, we over the halfway point. He said, don't go viral. Man, I'm so motherfucking paranoid when I go down there by that water. You know, I'll be the last motherfucker to get a bite of. I promise you. That old lady got ate up trying to save that dog. That's the video that I be thinking about. That old lady that got snatched up. I'll never forget that joint. attention out there. I attract a lot of weirdos, man. But you know what? I'm 100% sure of who I am and shit. My confidence is unwavering. That come from having like a 40-year win streak. You know what I'm saying? He said J.R. Ewing is Philly trenches. I zapped that goofy ass nigga. He out of here. I've been here over an hour, man. I need y'all to like this video. Send this joint off into the algorithm. I hope y'all got something out of my explanation about the conflict between Maino and Hassan Campbell. Hassan is doing it for money, and Maino finally fed into it. And he actually gave Hassan fuel to keep on going for about the rest of the week. Yeah, this whole business week, expect more videos about Maino from Hassan Campbell. You know why? Hassan ain't got nothing else to talk about. Good connection to the Pop Hunter thing. That's why he went bad for that kid. Went to bat for the kid. Yeah, because he did the same thing. He said, did he tell? Oh, I'm going to just say this and I'm going to get up off of here. Me, I've never seen any paperwork saying Maino told on anybody. But when we had that conflict, when me and his situation was, really up, I swear to God, it was people in my comments. And you can go look at my old videos and me and Maino was at it. And you'll see in the comments, it's niggas in them comments that was saying, I was in jail with Dre. That was his name, Dre. I was in jail with Dre. I seen the paperwork with my own eyes. Yes, it's people that said that. I've never seen it, and nobody in the public has ever seen it, but the niggas that was in jail with him say they saw it. So that's where Hassan is getting that from, because niggas was saying that they was in jail with the dude, and the dude really was showing it off. That's where it come from. Yesterday, Loose Cannon interview was dope. Thank you. Again, I never seen it. He said we need a convo about Meek falling from grace. Gangu Roach, whoever did that interview with you, they beat me to you. Because I was contemplating it for some time, but I didn't want to do it cyber. I didn't want to do a cyber interview. But it was very informative, and keep up the good work. Gully, the 17-year-old freshman quarterback for Colorado, showing out in spring ball. With all the shit they talk online, I'm just shocked that they never see each other. I don't think Hassan really go any place to be seen this shit. Hassan ain't thorough. Hassan ain't gonna be nowhere with no live niggas at or nothing like that. He not. He gonna stay in that pocket where he at and just throw rocks and hide his hand. But you're not gonna see him in SOBs. You're not gonna see him nowhere. You're not gonna see him in Harlem. You're not gonna see him at the Barclays Center at no events or nothing like that. You're not gonna see him nowhere. You're not. LaRussell is doing his thing. Okay. Baltimore. He said Hassan is wax bottom B. He said, yo, Gully, what made you bite that Drago motherfucker when you was with Uncasa? Well, I was very angry. When Mike Tyson snapped out and started biting Evander Holyfield, I knew what place he was coming from. That's rage. I had those types of problems. I'm a little bit more in control of my emotions and shit like that now. My frequency has changed over the years. Success do that. Do palm trees. Palm trees can change your frequency. Like, you'll be a different person, man. Get your palm trees up. But yeah, I was very, very upset that day. Oh shit. The internet is the only place weirdos like Hassan could get attention. Correct. I 100% agree with you. I've been here way over an hour, man. He said, that's a fact. I say that every time I'm in LA. Pro, what up? Y'all like this video? I'm out of here. Make sure that y'all follow me on Instagram at IamGullyTV_. At IamGullyTV_. And follow me on Twitter at GullyTV1. Oh, yeah, man. It's a little ceramic art and shit. You know what I'm saying? Condo shit. You know what I mean? Living it up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Earth is our turf. Get out there and get yours. Peace.